Hi, I'm Matthew Craig and you're watching The Market Bull. Joining me in the studio today is the Executive Director of Askari Metals, Gino. Thanks for joining us, Gino.
My pleasure, Matthew. Thank you.
So earlier this month, Askari acquired the advanced Nejo Gold Project and recently identified significant copper intercepts from historic drilling at the Kata target. Take us through these findings.
Yeah, so the Kata target's a really exciting prospect for the company. It's on the northern licence there, so a lot of the historical exploration that we've seen was focused on that southern licence, given its proximity to the Tulu mining area. So what we're seeing now, of course, is really high-grade copper mineralisation up in the north around Kata. So historical holes like UNDP3 intersected 14.3 metres at 3.2% copper. But what's really interesting about that hole in particular is that it was terminated in mineralisation at 45 metres depth downhole. Now, obvious target for Askari to follow up on is really just to twin that hole and push it all the way through to the footwall of that mineralisation. That's a really exciting opportunity for the company to really go in there and follow up on that historical work there.
The project sits on the Arabian-Nubian Shield. Tell us what's so exciting about this location.
With respect to the Arabian-Nubian Shield, given that it spans all the way from Saudi Arabia through Egypt, Eritrea and across into Ethiopia, it's fertile. It's a very fertile greenstone belt hosting a number of very large, significant gold mineral deposits, but also copper and VMS deposits as well. If you draw some relevance to this sort of exploration that we've seen on these cratons in Australia, I mean, lots of historic, systematic exploration has been undertaken in Australia. Comparatively to that parts of East Africa, you haven't seen that same, I suppose, aggressive exploration. Now, we're seeing a lot more happening in that part of the world, but the opportunity for Askari really is to unlock the future value of those projects through, as I've said, systematic exploration, focused for us at Nejo, high-grade copper up in the north at Kata, but then also looking at those high-grade gold hits that we've obviously been bringing to market in the south as well.
What's up next for Askari and what can investors look forward to over the coming months?
We're going to continue to do the process as far as the data compilation is concerned. So when there's a lot of historical exploration that's been undertaken in our region on our project, a lot of that information, much the same as what we've seen at Kata, hasn't been digitised properly, hasn't been systematically evaluated either. So the company will continue to work through that program, but we're also looking to mobilise our own team into the field to actually go and just follow up on some of that exploration. So initially we're going to be sending teams into the field to do sampling and mapping campaigns. A lot of it's going to be focused in the southern licence, focused on gold, but then also sending a separate team up into the Kata area to focus on copper, but also evaluate the gold mineralisation, that potential there as well, because that wasn't assayed historically either. And then that sort of precursor work is going to really drive us forward to actually getting our own rigs spinning and on site, targeting sort of late September time.
Thanks, Gino, for joining us today on The Market Bull.
Perfect. Thank you, Matthew.